this is just a nice quick little job that I can sometimes get done in the mornings just before work, to try and help improve the soil. All I do is just with an old chicken carcass that I've got from an old roasted chicken. We're not going to eat any more of it, so pop it in the ground, put some of the bokashi bran on it. Don't have to do that though, it can just be just in the ground, and then I cover it with the corrugated iron so the fox doesn't dig it up. I forgot my gloves, so I'm using my boots. Just gotten home from work and I just wanted to check on the chickens quickly, and I want to have a quick look at all of the things that we planted yesterday just to make sure that they're all right. I'm sure they are. Hey girls. I think it'll take a while for this one to come back. Hopefully it'll be fine. Good morning. I forgot to put the chicken fence up last night, so I've got some treats for them and I'm just taking them back up to get them back in. We don't want them out all day. We do sometimes leave them out, but yeah, just trying to get into a better habit of actually having them in their coop. Well, not in their coop, but in their run for the whole day. I have an avocado seed that I've used for my breakfast and for my lunch, and I just wanted to get it in the ground in the veggie patch to see if I can get another one to be growing, because have a look at this. This is a little avocado tree. Isn't that so cute? And that's just from one that I planted from seed. It's been raining, so the soil's nice and moist. And pop them in like that. All done. Tuesday, finished work, heading up to let the chickens out. This is the second day after I moved them that they haven't all gotten out. So the downside of teaching the chickens to follow me when I've got a metal bowl, so whenever I've got a metal bowl, they're right there with me. some chilli, some coriander, silver beet, and the carrots. Yum! Wednesday, beautiful sunrise. Come on, chickies. Just come to pick a few things for the chickens from the garden. Picked a silver beet leaf. Dropped it. Might have screamed. Huntsman just happily having a little chill there. They're not poisonous, but they can still bite. They would hurt, but he wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to. But yeah, gave me a fright. I don't think those chickens realise how lucky they are to be getting some greens. Whew. That got the heart rate going. I've got a bowl of some eggshells as well. Funny thing is, they'll probably love the eggshells and ignore the greens. And they have no idea what I've just gone through. I haven't given them the eggshells yet. Hoping they'll have some of their greens. Hey chickies. I put the fence down, but this is how much they love their eggshells. Some of them haven't even realised. Good morning, it's Thursday. Are you seeing a theme here? I'm trying to be better at putting the fence up at night, but it's so cold and it's dark and the fire's on, and I just feel like I want to be inside and be warm, and luckily they're good at coming when I call them. See ya. Hi, it's Thursday and I've finished work. I'm home. Fire's going inside. I just wanted to collect a few things for the chickens. Hopefully there is no spiders or anything like that at all. Justin had a bit of a laugh last night because he knows that the spiders love not the spiders, the chickens. The chickens love eating spiders. Huntsmen's are like one of their favourite things. But there's no way I'm carrying a live spider up to the chickens. Justin can do that if he wants to, but there is no way that I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to pick some carrots for dinner. There's also, I've just seen when I was coming in that there's some little yellow cherry tomatoes there too that I want to collect them because they are so delicious. I want to save some seeds from that. I think that's it. I don't know. I might think of something else, but that might be it. One more day tomorrow of work and then weekend. Yay. So this is our extra overgrown area that we're actually going to be cutting it off. I'll be doing a video soon about how we're going to change our veggie patch, and we've got heaps of grass that's growing in spots that we don't want, and we just don't have the time because we're working. We just don't have the time to actually deal with it. But anyway, so here is the silver beet leaf that had the spider on it yesterday. So I figure we may as well not let it go to waste, but I've got a stick to turn it over in case the spider's still on there. But as you can see, I'm not the bravest with spiders at all. It's not there, big excellent. I've lived in Australia my whole life, but I'm still not used to them, so yeah. But yeah, I'll pick some stuff for the chickens and go and let them out and come back and get some stuff for dinner. This silver beet has gone so well. It's been so good. Really, I love the colours. And the chickens seem to like it too. And some kale. They like the kale too. It's good. Kale seems to grow really well. Every time I've planted it here in our old place as well, it's grown really well. And it's been so good, like whenever we've had chickens, to just grow, and yeah, they just love it. It's great. We don't eat a lot of it ourselves though, but I wouldn't mind trying to eat a bit more of it. But yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe I haven't had it the right way. I'm not a huge fan of it. I kind of feel like it doesn't have a huge flavour, but happy to grow it for the chickens. Here we go. Here we go. What do you reckon? Here you go. I brought over some feed as well, just to sprinkle it around. They seem to like the feed better when it's on the ground, but I don't like to leave it everywhere. I like to use the feeder, but I think they enjoy foraging around for it, and I like to encourage them to forage around for food. When we first got these guys was about about a year ago, and well, maybe actually a little bit over a year ago now. And when we first got them, they were just in this, like, I wouldn't say like a warehouse. They were just in this big warehouse that had little sections that they had all different age chickens in. But they didn't have a nesting box. They didn't have anywhere to actually roost at night or anything. So they just ended up just sleeping on the ground. They just were given pellets. They never had the greens or anything. So when we first got them, I had to teach them how to dig around and scratch, because I wanted to, get them getting good bugs and everything. But so I would get little treats for them, and then I'd cover it with like grass clippings or something, so that then they could see that there was something there, and then scratch around, move it a bit, cover it a bit, move it a bit, cover it a bit, so they could see that there was something there. But they would, slowly start to learn to dig it. So they're fine now. They know how to do it, but we had to teach them how to roost as well. They didn't know how to roost either. So yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve, and I don't think I'll be getting chickens from that place ever again. But hopefully, we'd like one day to get a rooster and have chicks and stuff. But yeah, not ready just yet. Hopefully soon though. This is one of our beds that we made up that had, we made up a whole heap of beds, and then we didn't really have enough to plant, so we just made a bed that had a whole heap of parsley in it. So we had heaps and heaps of parsley seed from our last place that we were at, and then we just planted some carrots randomly, because the other carrot garden over there has, I think there's only 2 left in there, so I thought we might need a bit more than 2, so I thought we'll pick from here. I'm really nervous now that I've seen that huntsman. I'm really nervous, but I just need to get a bit braver. Here we go. Have a look at the variety. Look at that one. No good. But there's some good sized ones in there. They'll be alright. They'll be yummy for dinner. I think we won't be planting them with parsley again, but that's alright. So this is one of our garden beds that's looking a little bit sad. A lot of our garden beds are either fully overgrown and just need a bit of love and attention, but there's some little surprises as well. It's like some beautiful thyme in there that's going really well. But yeah, we struggled to keep up because we're working. Struggled to keep up with everything. But see these little tomatoes? So these are the sweetest, yummiest little tomatoes that we've ever had. We took these from our last place as well. saved some seeds and I planted them here. So yeah, I'll do the same and plant them next time.